This is Vala. For those of you who don't know, when the game released on March 27th, 2024, we received our first raid-up character. Vala had a significant impact in certain areas of the game like PvP, Dream Realm, and even teams that were pushing the Primal Lord to try to receive the top 200 title. However, on April 16th of 2024, Vala left the game and was replaced by our first brand new raid-up unit, Florabelle. Florabelle was presented as a teacher. She had the nature-loving attitude and also an army of children with her that wielded a hammer, a bow, and a staff. Taking a closer look, they now look like guardians from Destiny, and Florabelle might as well be the traveler. Today we're going to be taking a look at Florabelle. We're going to be looking at her damage. We're going to be looking at synergistic units that work with her, team examples. I want to make sure you guys are informed before dumping those precious saved diamonds into this banner to hopefully help boost confidence in the decision of either pulling for her or not. Welcome to Damage, Synergy, and Teams. This is where I pull the unit so you don't have to. When diving into these tests, I wanted to see what Florabelle could do with just summoning one copy. I wanted to take Florabelle, slot her into any existing team, see what she could do, see if she had that shocking impact value with her kits to make or break certain teams or allow certain teams to function. For my comparison, I did put the one copy Florabelle directly against the Supreme plus Cecia. Now this might be, at face value, this may seem unfair. Supreme plus Cecia is obviously going to have higher stats. However, I wanted to see if just having Florabelle there with the Supreme plus Cecia, if it would change how they functioned, if something drastic would happen, any kind of difference. And my findings was that right away, Florabelle was not doing damage anywhere near what I thought she would. The Supreme plus Cecia out-damaged her in every way. This was expected due to the huge difference in terms of investment. However, if you look at Cecia as a unit that is accessible to the player, Cecia is available in the Emporium. You can purchase Cecia. You're guaranteed a copy of Cecia on initial start of the game. Cecia is leaning towards that free-to-play basis. If you were to have one copy of Cecia and one copy of Florabelle, and you were to progress through the game, you would only be able to get a dupe of Cecia from the Emporium shop. So Cecia eventually, over time, would overtake Florabelle in terms of stats. The next idea was to take a team that just had Florabelle as the damage, and everybody else was going to be either buffing the team or debuffing the enemy, and I thought, well, let's just see what she can do by herself. I took her straight into the Dream Realm against the Skyclops. That was the active challenge at the time I recorded this, just to see would she even survive with all the damage reduction. I expected Florabelle to survive, but I did not expect how low the damage would be, even with all of the units reducing physical defense, buffing the team, the attack speed. Everything about this team comp was to improve the stats of the single Florabelle, and it just did not pan out as I expected it to. Both times in testing, I did have a Supreme plus Smokey on the team, and both times Smokey out DPS'd the Florabelle. To try to create a fairer comparison, I took a unit with similar investment level to the one copy Florabelle, which happened to be Byron. Byron, standing at Epic Plus, only had one dupe invested to him over the course of playing through my main account, and putting them head to head led to some very surprising results. Looking at the damage of Byron versus Florabelle, Byron still did significantly more at almost 600,000 damage with just one extra dupe invested inside. This has shown me that Florabelle probably needs an extreme amount of dupe investment to even start seeing numbers close to what other units are experiencing out the gate. Byron, who is just one ascension ahead of Florabelle, is sitting at 76,217 attack. If we go back and we take a look at Florabelle, we can see that Florabelle's attack is sitting at 57,726. Initially, I thought that this may be due to the fact that she is not at Epic Plus. She is just at Epic. So I went back and I took a look at another unit at the same ascension level. In this case, I looked at Walker. I looked at his attack stat. He is sitting at 68,893, which is much higher than Florabelle. Florabelle does gain attack when her minions are out, and Florabelle does buff their shields, making them survive even longer for a tankier team experience that can overwhelm your enemy. However, as a free-to-play player pulling one copy, you only have access to 3 skills out of the gate, which is Pounding Blow, Overgrowth, and tiny sharpshooter, reaching the buff that takes you to the point of being able to buff yourself based on the minions doesn't unlock until Legendary Plus. Florabelle's main kit and promotional ideas of being able to support your team and your minions does not unlock until Mythic Plus. This means you need heavy dupe investment from a unit that currently is only available in the Raid Up banner, will move to the main General banner, but has no way of purchasing extra souls. If Florabelle does go to Supreme Plus, she does gain access to that protective blessing. She does shield ally summons. Units that can synergize with this are units like Byron. Byron does summon the owl, it does get shielded, it will benefit from that Florabelle passive. Other units like Cecia also summon Mr. Carlisle. That will benefit from Florabelle's active skill. And even further along the road, if you have access to Barile, you can in fact provide a shield to the silhouetted units. This does make her an interesting choice to use, but in terms of synergy, this is going to take a lot of investment. Even with Barile here, not only would you have to pull this unit, again, you would have to reach that Mythic Plus stage to unlock the skill that would synergize with another Mythic Plus skill from Florabelle. Alright guys, even though Florabelle does need some heavy investment to shine, I still think you can have some fun with her. You might not be pumping crazy damage numbers, but I do think it will be fun to watch this team function. First one I wanted to try and put together was the Rowan Battery Blast. This is going to take Antandra, Smokey, Coco, Florabelle, and Rowan. And the idea is that Antandra is going to try to lock down the front of the fight for you. Rowan is going to try to activate his ult as quickly as possible, which he will then raise the skill of everybody else. Thus, Florabelle will ult, Smokey will ult, and Coco will ult. And Smokey and Coco's damage reduction and attack increase is going to start applying to all the little minions that Florabelle's summoning. This team will get Florabelle's summons out as quick as it can and add extra buffs to each one of them, and you are getting the 3 Mauler bonus here. So this will probably be a really fun team to quickly watch Florabelle accelerate, along with the second team that I'm calling AoE Smackdown. This is going to have Cecia and Florabelle activating their ults. Cecia is going to entangle, Florabelle is going to knock down everybody with her summon. Smokey is going to keep everybody alive, which will give Viperian time to do an AoE hit against everyone, along with the damage of Florabelle and Cecia behind him. With this team, you do have the 3 Graveborn faction bonus. You do not need Thorin. You can pretty much use whichever tank you'd like. If you enjoy overwhelming the field with a lot of units and you like the tanky kind of protective gameplay style, the CC control, I am not trying to stop you in your decision from pulling this unit. I just want to make sure that you guys are aware of the heavy investment needed for this unit to really shine. So let me know what you guys think of this kind of review and look at the unit. I'm very curious what you guys think about Florabelle. This has been a blast making this, and I'm really enjoying just where this game is going and what the possibilities are with kind of theory crafting teams and just trying out new things. So thank you for watching. Thank you for your time, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.